It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is this team's sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. Who knows what we're in store for here, next, on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Riding with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They pick up 17 through the air. That's enough for a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion, heading left. That is caught, and he's in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, You better be good on third down.
Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The visitors' offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Back to throw here. To begin. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And I don't know. I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
On comes the punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll let one go down the middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 16 yards. That's enough for a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. 3rd and 6. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Now he'll air one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. 1st down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They send the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams
the rain
in it
not
to
letting
win it.
up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now a give up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw left side is complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. He finds his big tight end.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, his quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here comes the jet sweep. Oh, yeah. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Tight end going in motion here. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Inside the 10, it is caught. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what...
And he'll take it on in. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
He'll try the right side this time. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7 and a first down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now this team's offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Handoff here, up the middle. Trying to get himself upfield, and he cannot do it. Knocked back at the 2-yard line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have that 1st down, working his way to the 20-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
1st and 10. They'll go with a run. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. On the ground they go. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL